Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be back. My name is Sandra Bakitova, and I am a self-mastery coach dedicated to helping individuals unlock their full potential. Now, today's video, I am going to talk about the full moon in Taurus, Uranus conjunct the full moon, Saturn station direct, and finally, Pluto is closing journey in Capricorn. Also, I am going to share 5 key points to pay attention to this full moon, and I hope you will stick around until the end. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I am filming this on 11th of November, and we have a few days before we reach the peak of the energy. So let's start with the full moon in Taurus. It is happening on November 15th, and we have the sun in Scorpio and the moon in Taurus. This can be intricate energy of attachment. It is important to note where you feel emotionally, mentally, and physically attached because this week it has been very strong, and I can feel that this time is speeding up, and intensity of this transits is creating a noticeable build up. Since the last new moon in Libra, the focus has been on partnerships. And with this Taurus full moon, the spotlight shifts back to you, to your needs, to your desires, and inner stability. Now, I want to take a moment and talk about the moon. As the fastest moving heavenly body in the sky, it spends just over 2 days in a zodiac sign every month. And this quick movement means we experience a wide range of motions through the month. When the moon is in a Taurus, we often feel a strong dedication to fulfill our needs, as a Taurus energy is focused on achieving what we desire directly. Also, Taurus is associated with finances, material possessions, and stability, so these areas may come into focus. A Taurus as earth sign and feminine energy in this full moon is a great reminder that by paying attention to our senses, what we can touch, taste, smell, and feel, we can ground ourselves and make life simple again. But in this specific moon, this may be a tension between the desire of stability, which is Taurus, and the urge for change or liberation, which is Uranus. Now, let me talk about Uranus. It is the planet that rules Aquarius, and it is air sign of change and liberation. It is a fast and spacious energy, and this full moon brings surge of energies that invites us to break free from outdated routines and ways of thinking. Also, Uranus manifests as unexpected and sudden events that seemingly create chaos in our life. One of the essential terms for Uranus is the awakener, where Taurus is straightforward and simply seeks to satisfy its senses. This combination of energies can be wake-up call, shining a light on areas where you might feel constrained, whether by routine or relationships or personal habits. It is important to note, look at your Taurus ruled house in your chart, see where 24 degree is. And this area is due to shake up. The Taurus full moon is known for its calming, grounding energy, perfect for slowing down and reconnecting with what feels steady and stable. Taurus love consistency, valuing the peace that comes from a predictable rhythm. But as Uranus is closely aligned with this full moon, and it is only 1 degree away from the moon, and the best example I can give you is, imagine you're the Taurus embodied with grounded energy, and Uranus is right next to you, and all of a sudden you feel an electric tension in the air. So this powerful conjunction can spark sudden shifts, breakthrough, and a strong desire for freedom from anything stagnant. So this pull can feel like you want to stay cozy at home and hope nothing can interrupt. And at the same time, you yearning to shake things up. So the lesson here is to remain rooted in what feels like home to you while allowing life to introduce the unexpected. And this brings me to talk about 5 key points to pay attention to during this full moon. Number 1, enhance sensory awareness. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of pleasure, beauty, and the arts, which brings enhanced sensitivity to the 5 senses. Under this full moon, you may find that food tastes richer, sounds feel more resonant, or textures become more confronting. Taurus energy is earthy and tangible, so activities that engage your senses, like cooking, favorite meal, or listening to music, or wrapping yourself in a cozy blanket, are especially satisfying. You can also focus on sensuality. Venus' theme is love, beauty, and creativity, which is very heightened. This is an excellent time to nurture relationships and engage in activities that brings joy and fulfillment. But be aware that heightened senses can lead to overindulging. You might feel drawn to comfort food. Also, you might find yourself spending more money on luxurious items. So this Taurus full moon calls us to indulge wisely. Treat yourself, but stay mindful not to go overboard, as the grounded energy of Taurus is all about moderation and maintaining balance. Number 2, karmic lessons and what did we learn? All right, so on the same day as the Taurus full moon, we have Saturn stationing direct in Pisces, making the end of this retrograde phase. Saturn is our master teacher and lord of karma. And since March, Saturn has emphasized patience, discipline, and responsibility, particularly in areas influenced by Pisces. Now, with Saturn moving forward, there is sense of readiness to apply these lessons, like reaching a new level of mastery and putting what we have a practice into action. Know whatever challenging lessons you have been moving through will now begin to soften, and you will finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. This shift highlights a lesson learned over recent months, potentially bringing rewards or recognition for your hard work. Number 3, letting go for new growth. This full moon isn't just about savoring comfort, but also with each full moon, we are closing chapter and we are finally ready for a new phase in our life. This full moon is a reminder that letting go isn't about loss, but it is about honoring cycles and staying open to the new opportunities awaiting for us. And this energy has been with us for a while because Pluto, planet of death and rebirth, has been knocking on our door for the last 2 years now, showing us that change is inevitable. And with the closing of one chapter, often comes the need to let go. So be aware if something feels like it reached a natural ending, and trust that it is part of your growth. Maybe a project, a relationship, or goal no longer aligns with your path, and letting it go is necessary to make space for what is next. Finally, Pluto moves to Aquarius on November 19th, and Uranus is the ruler of the sign. So this is a cosmic push for the humanity to start a new chapter. Number 4, unexpected shifts in security or finances. Now, Taurus rules over security, including financial and material security, which means you might experience some unexpected changes in these areas. Uranus, the planet of sudden shifts and interruption, often through change and upheaval, and aligns with this full moon, which could bring new insight or developments around finances, possessions, or long-term security. You might feel an urge to review your financial habits, reassess investments, or restructure the way you handle resources. Also, on a global level, we will see development around digital currency. Now, this brings me to number 5, grounding your energies. Taurus encourages us to reconnect with nature and the physical world, spending time outdoors, feeling the earth beneath your feet, or breathing the fresh air helps align with the full moon's energy. Uranus can bring powerful awakening. It helps us connect with our higher selves. This may involve shedding old layers, letting go of baggage, and gaining a new perspective. And during this time, it helps us to engage in ritual that honor your desire and grounding yourself. So take a moment to reflect on what you want to let go of as you navigate these changes. And this full moon in Taurus calls for a balance between embracing change and seeking stability, encouraging a deep connection with yourself and the world around you. Also, a good way of balancing these energies is practice to develop the inner feelings of security and stability in your being. Taurus reminds us of the peace and beauty around in simplicity and the natural rhythm around us. So as you navigate these high and lows of this week, remember to stay grounded, mindful, and open to whatever transformation the universe has in store for you. Closing thoughts. This week, the sky encouraged us to find balance between discipline and spontaneity, responsibility and freedom. So the full moon in Taurus and Uranus alignment brings a potential for breakthroughs, while Saturn station direct give us the structure to implement what we have learned. Now, remember, while these are general themes, how they manifest will depend on your individual natal chart and current life circumstances. And if you would like a deeper dive into how to tackle these energies and get a guidance around how to reach your goals, consider booking a coaching session with me. Now, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.